The Walking Dead Season 3. Season 3 is generally considered to be the weakest of the four by pretty much everyone who's played all the games, for multiple reasons including the pacing, the cast, the story itself, the concept, what's going on, and yeah, I'm going to be covering all that in this video, which is going to be kind of a review. Now, please keep in mind, I don't hate this game, I just think it's the worst one, which, when you've got three other games that are pretty damn really good, the worst one can't be that bad. Then again, it's not really that great either, so... One thing about Season 3's cast that's worth mentioning is everyone here is brand new. The only person who's a returning character is Clementine, minus flashbacks. And yeah, Season 2, most of the cast is brand new, but I mean, we started with Clementine, Krista and Omid, and obviously Kenny comes back later on, so it's not really a brand new cast, but this game, it feels out of place in this series. They also don't do a good job of giving us a good first impression of these guys. Smoking in the car with two kids. Yeah, I get it, it's the apocalypse, but I mean... Fucking hell, you're a shit mum.
Don't judge me.
Oh no, I'm 100% judging you, lass.
I reminded him that I'm not exactly stepmother material.
You're fucking kidding. And yeah, to reiterate, I get it, it's the apocalypse, they're stressed out, she addresses it herself. But right off the bat, it just made me think, girl, you're a bitch. Yeah, I know there's nothing objective about any of this, I just don't like Kate. I will go more into detail about why I don't like the cast. But the reason I don't like Kate is just because I'm a massive misogynist. Next woman in this game I don't like. Yeah, what's her fucking... Eleanor. She's obnoxious.
Yeah.
I am so glad we're in agreement, sweetheart. I am so glad. She was pretty alright at first, but then she just turns into a bit of a wanker later on in the game, so...
We can't leave yet.
Have you guys even looked out the window? Go look for yourself.
Shut the fuck up.
Hello?
Shut the fuck up. David Garcia is a professional wanker. One thing about this game as well, like writing-wise, it's a bit stupid. They never actually give a reason as to why he left his family. Like, yeah, we can assume he did it because... I don't fucking know, actually.
Kate, back to the last place we were a family. We're starting over. We're all together again.
Yeah, and whose fault is it that you weren't for a while there? Just think about that.
I'll go with you, Dad.
Fine by me, I don't fucking like Gabe anyway.
You don't have to be afraid, Gabe. I won't let what happened to Mariana happen to you.
Oh, fuck off, you ugly twat!
She was lucky to have us. At least we were actually around to raise her.
Javi,
Yeah, you fucking tell him, Javier Garcia.
All of us. A new day, a new life.
I guess you could say a new frontier. The thing that's so bizarre to me about this is the game tries to push David as this kind of a supporting character, but, I mean, this scene is at the end of the game and he's still a wanker. Like, they're not helping themselves here. He's a wanker through and through, and Kate is also obnoxious through and through. Eleanor is obnoxious at the end, which is the time when you don't want the character to be obnoxious. Gabe is a little bit of a little shit, but he's a kid, so I kind of forgive him. I don't like any characters in this game that are brand new, apart from Jesus, Tripp, who is also kind of weird, and Javi. That's three. That is three, maybe two, because Tripp's just kind of whatever.
Master! You're not taking my family from me!
David, no! You stop!
I love how this entire, like, cinematic of this and the music is trying to make this, like, an emotional moment, but this is a good guy versus a wanker, so... You know, I'm on Javi's side here through and through. This isn't like some difficult situation. It's kind of like the Season 2 choice at the end. Like, who the fuck chose Jane over Kenny? Also, the fact he just did this for the second time in the game is crazy. Fuck this guy. I can't stand David, seriously. Alright, sorry, this will be my final character complaint before I shut the fuck up. Remember how in my Season 2 video I said that Carver, despite being a dickhead, was a great villain? Because you can see, like, how he actually ended up at that point. He was written well, he was scary, but he was also human in a weird, messed up sense. But this bitch is just boring. She's just a fucking boring fucking bitch. Okay, moving on to more general complaints. Yeah, the story in this game is kinda boring. One thing that's weird is Season 3 feels like a break, right? So, like, Season 1, Season 2... Season 1 is about Lee, but it's also about Clem. Season 2 is mainly about Clem. Season 3 is about Javi, and Clem's just in the background. that's one of the reasons why this game is mediocre, because it doesn't really have much to do with what the last 2 episodes of the series were building up to. It feels out of place and random, like this is the odd one out of the 4. Because, I mean, the final season, I haven't played it yet, but just from looking at screenshots and everything, it is Clem's story again. It is probably the most Clem-centric one in the series. But this one is not Clem-centric. Don't get me wrong, it's not an inherently bad thing that this game is not about Clem. But it is a bad thing when you consider the context of the fact that the first game was very much about her, and the second game was also very much about her. So for then Season 3 to not really be about Clem, and for her story to just be kind of sidelined, you can see why people don't like this game, because it's out of place. And with the new characters, besides Javi and maybe a couple others, it makes it so that whenever they do these little flashback scenes, I just don't give a fuck. Yeah, I mentioned pacing as well. The pacing in this game isn't like, it's not massively bad. It's definitely the worst of the 3 that I've played so far. I'm not sure about 4, can't speak on it yet. But The Walking Dead Season 3 is by far the shortest of the 4. I mean, I beat it in like 6 hours, maybe 7. I mean, every single episode was just barely over an hour long, and it's like, you know, everything just happens so fast. And it doesn't help when the characters themselves aren't really that interesting. So you've got the shortest game in the series, and pretty much an entirely brand new cast, which is also mostly pretty uninteresting characters. You can see where the problems arise here.
I lost you once. I won't let it happen again.
You left him, you fucking wanker.
We-
Yeah, sorry, I forgot the character complaints were over. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring this video to a close now. Yeah, The Walking Dead Season 3 is okay. It is very much an okay game. I'm going to make a video on Season 4 when I finally play it. I didn't have much more to say about this game, to be honest. It was mostly character complaints. But yeah, I think the fact this game isn't really centered around Clem's a problem. Because it's like, it's random. It's very random in that sense. And also the pacing is quite poor because of how fucking fast the game is. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.